Hello YouTube, my name is Ryan, and today I'd like to do a review of Injustice: Gods Among Us, the badass DC Universe fighting game brought to you by the makers of Mortal Kombat. So let's go. Here it is, guys. Injustice: Gods Among Us. Trying to avoid glare. There we go. Cool cover. Matches the graphics in the game. The graphics are super slick. I'm really impressed with this game. As you can tell, I'm a comic book fanboy, and I'm usually let down by video games, other than Arkham City, Arkham Asylum, great games, but comic book games, talking to you, DC Universe, they suck, and this is the exception. This game rocks. A lot of people are saying it's just a Mortal Kombat reskinned with DC Universe characters. Not the case. It does feel similar to Mortal Kombat, but they bring a lot of new gameplay mechanics. I mean, you have interactive environments, which I use a lot. I thought it was a gimmick at first, but I use them every fight. It plays a lot in my strategy. Really cool super moves. They get a little tiring. I hope they update and bring more, but cool super moves, and the combos are very similar to Mortal Kombat. If you play Mortal Kombat, you'll slide right into this game. So I'm a little late to the party on this. I guess it's been about a week, and I pre-ordered it. It came with this very cool steelbook, which I saw going for $40 on eBay. It was free. Like, why would you pay? Anyways, and came with some skins. I'd like to mention this one first because it's awesome. Superman Red Sun. If you haven't read this graphic novel, go pick it up. Mark Millar and Dave Johnson and a couple other people, I believe, but great book. Go pick it up. Came with Arkham City, Arkham Asylum, skins, and zombies. For some reason, I can't get the zombie skins to work. They just won't show up. I tried re-entering it. It said that the code is no longer valid, so obviously it's use the code. Where is it? Someone leave me a comment below and tell me what I'm doing wrong. Anyways, so all in all, the game is great. The story is amazing. What? A fighting game with a good story? I kid you not. It's got a good story. It's actually made me want to finish the story mode. Like fighting games, usually I'll play the story mode, I'll get tired of it, and then I'll just go back online and start playing again. But I finished this all the way through. I really enjoyed it. The story is great. If you are familiar with the DC Universe at all, you know about the multiverse, which is basically, parallel Earths similar to ours, and some of them not so similar. But basically, the gist of the game is the characters are fighting different versions of themselves from a parallel Earth. That's all I'm going to say. I'll give way too much away if I say any more. So definitely pick it up. I mean, even if you're not a comic book fan, it's a great fighting game. Now, I think a lot of the voice actors from the animated movies and show up, except for Mark Hamill, the Joker. Mark Hamill is Luke Skywalker in Star Wars. He did the voice of the Joker in the Batman animated series. He also did he is the Joker. Mark Hamill's the Joker. The guy that fills in for him does a great job, but he's no Mark Hamill. So yeah, the story's great. Great fighting game. Now let's get into the actual gameplay. Now, a lot of you play with this. Obviously, Xbox controller is better. I just bought it for the PS3, but PS3 controllers are not made for fighting games. Now, PlayStation, you haven't changed your controller since you brought out the first PlayStation. You just added, some better analogs. It's the same controller. I don't know if you can hear that, but I slammed this controller down so hard just because I can't. This D-pad sucks for fighting games. You can't use this because it's not very accurate. So what do? I'm a big Marvel vs. Capcom fan, and I have a really nice fighting stick, Mad Catz. It's got the micro switches, and I really like this for Marvel vs. Capcom, but not so much for this game. So there's a happy medium, and it's this. This is called a Versus controller. Now basically it has the micro switches like the fight stick, but it's shaped like a regular controller. It's got a better handle for for your analog side. But this works really well with this game. I would suggest this over a fight stick for Mortal Kombat. I know PDP actually, they brought out a fight stick for this game with a pre-order. I'm sure it's great, but I've been using this, so this is a great controller. So if you like the game, which I'm sure you will, I would highly suggest picking up these other fighting games, which, you know, it's not the same as Mortal Kombat, or sorry, Injustice, but Marvel vs. Capcom. Let's go with this one first. Marvel vs. Capcom 3, classic game. Everyone knows about this game. Great, fast-paced, a little different than Injustice. If you're going to pick that one up, and you can find this one affordably, which is hard to do now, but Marvel vs. Capcom 2 for PlayStation 2 or Xbox. The Xbox version is just as good. Pick this up. This is my favorite fighting game of all time, and I would highly suggest, if you can find it, pick it up. You can't play it on PS3 unless you have the backwards compatible ones, but just go buy PS2. They're so cheap right now. So those are great games. Movie-wise, this is pretty much the same storyline as the game Injustice. It's Crisis on Two Earths, Justice League, and basically same idea. You know, the characters are fighting different versions of themselves. And what didn't make sense to me, there's a collector's edition of Injustice that comes with Justice League Doom. Great movie, don't get me wrong, but this should have been packaged with it. It would make way more sense for this to be packaged with it. But who am I? I'm talking to YouTube in my office, and they're bigwigs in Warner Brothers. Now, also, I would suggest, you know, I'm trying to keep everything along the same theme here. Justice League, Crisis on Infinite Earths. I said Justice League because it's in my brain, but that's not what it is. It's just Crisis on Infinite Earths. And what really impressed me about this book is there's a character that dies in this. I'm not going to say who, but this character dies, and he stays dead for a long time. This book came out in late 80s, I believe, early 90s, I can't remember, but that was really impressive because most comics, they kill off a character, he's back 6 issues from the time he died. I mean, don't get me started, but great book. I would definitely pick this up as well. George Perez is the artist, Marv Wolfman is the writer, 2 classics in one book. It's amazing. And yeah, so guys, I hope you liked my review. If you didn't, let me know. I want to hear all the bad stuff as well. You just tell me down here. Not down here, but down in the comments. Get your mind out of the gutter. So maybe I'll do some more if you like them. I don't know. I want to do some comic book stuff. I'm going to do more video games, possibly movies, but who knows. So yeah, let me know, guys. Until next time, see you then.